Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me kind of video, and yeah, so if you want to see me use some new products in my collection and stuff like that, then please keep on watching. So first, I've already primed my face using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I think this is pretty good. You need to wash your hands after you've used it though, because it leaves kind of a feeling on the fingers. And as you can see, my hair is a total mess, so I'm just going to put that up and I'll be right back. So now that my hair is out of the way, I'm going to use a new foundation in my collection. It's the Lumene Nordic Nude Natural Glow Fluid Foundation SPF 20 in the shade 1 Porcelain. And I've used this once before and I actually really enjoyed it. It's supposed to be a good summer foundation because it doesn't have that much coverage, not as much as the other foundation I usually use, which is the Lumene Blur. So I'm just going to pump, it comes in a pump. I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to work that into my skin with my wet Morphe sponge. So it looks a little bit, not a little bit dark, but another color. And this is supposed to be a more glowy foundation than the Blur one. The Blur one is more of a full coverage, medium coverage foundation than this. So I just dab this into the skin, and as you can see, it leaves kind of a glowy look, and it's not that covered, it doesn't cover that much, but it looks pretty natural anyway. It's like my skin but better. I took two pumps of the foundation. So that's that. I'm going to take a little bit more and just add some coverage on some parts of my face that I think needs it. Like this bit I seem to always forget, and also this bit here. And then the highest point is always red on me. Don't worry about my under eyes or my eyelids. I'm going in with a concealer in a minute. So can you see that that leaves kind of a glowy finish on my skin? But pretty natural. Boo. I do like this a lot. I thought it would be too dark for me since I am so pale, but it's actually a perfect match. It might be a little bit too yellow for me, but I'm going to bronze up my face with a bronzer. So okay, moving on to concealers. Since this is quite light coverage, I need a little bit of concealer, so I'm going to mix two of my favorite concealers at the moment, which is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced and the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. So I'm going to start with the Too Faced one. This is a little bit more yellow than the Kat Von D one. And just take that in the inner corners and under my eyes. And I use the same sponge and just blend that into the skin. And I'm taking that over my eyelid as well. So today it's Friday and I'm off from work. I have a day off. I got up really early this morning to go see a person for my back problems, and she gave me acupuncture and a massage, and now I feel a little bit better actually. I went to the gym yesterday and the day before that, so I'm a bit sore in my body. I'm a bit sore in my body now, but the massage really helped. That did conceal pretty good, and I'm quite satisfied with that. I'm just going to brighten a little bit with the Kat Von D concealer, because this is much lighter than the Too Faced one. I don't have that strong under eye circles or like color under my eyes. I don't have like blue under eyes that many people have. My biggest issue with my skin is that I have really red cheeks. Now that my eye area is a little bit more brighter, I'm also going to brighten up the tip of my nose. Some in the forehead and some on my chin. And this foundation dries down pretty good. I'm going to use powder as I always do, but that's done. Then I'm going to set this with a powder, and today I'm going to use the Cover FX matte setting powder in the color Light. I haven't used this in a really long time, and I can't remember if this is going to transfer some color onto my face, but I will try to have a light hand. Yeah, no, we're fine. And I'm using my Real Techniques multitask brush to press this onto my skin. I've been really liking this foundation. As I said, I've used it once before and it held out through the day pretty good. So I'm thinking about changing my foundation game and switching it up and start using liquids on an everyday basis. I'm pressing this on just because I don't want the brush to take some of the foundation off, but I think I'm all set now. I had forgotten about this powder actually. I've had this since last year or the year before that. That looks pretty good. Usually my foundation and my primer get stuck to my pores here and emphasize them, but I don't feel that this time around that has happened. Moving on to my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Browies in the color Auburn. And first I'm just going to comb through them. This is my new favorite, as you probably have heard me say. I do really love the color of this and how easy it is to apply. I think I do like the dip brow, the pomade as well, but it's a little more work if you use that. And I've always used, you know this, but I've always used powders in my brows because I didn't want them as defined as I quite like it now. There you can see the difference. So it's not like the most accentuated brow you've ever seen, but it gives them a more red tint, and since I have red hair with some blondes going through it, I do enjoy this. I already did my makeup this morning, and then I used this one but in the color taupe, and it was a little bit too grey brown for me at the moment. But it worked, definitely worked. But this color is probably my favorite. Then moving on to contour, I'm actually going to use my Linda Hallberg Infinity palette, and I'm going to use the shade Cigar, which is the cool toned brown in this, and just contour my cheeks a little bit. Like that. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to mix two bronzers today. I'm going to use the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, but I'm also going to use the Buxom bronzer that I showed you a couple of videos ago. So I will start out with this one and just kind of build a base. Also I want to pan this, so I need to use it. And then going in with the Buxom in the flavor I was about to say, but in the shade Tahiti, which is a little bit more dark, which is probably not even going to show up. My hair is a mess today, it needs to be washed. So that's bronzer done. Moving on to blusher, and this week I'm going to you've already seen me use this, because when this is up my weekly makeup basket will be up, but I'm going to use the Becca mineral blush in the shade Flower Child. It's a pretty nice peachy, rosy, natural blush, and just pop that on the cheeks. That's that, and as you can see my skin is pretty glowy without any products on it, without any highlighter on it. And I think that's because of the foundation. I do really like this foundation a lot actually. Moving on to highlighters, I'm going to be using two highlighters today, and one I've shown you before. This is the H&M Illuminating Luster Powder in the color Delicate Pearl. And I'm just taking some of that on the top of my cheekbones and also a little bit under my brow. Then I have a new highlighter to show you, and it's also from H&M, and it's also a illuminating luster powder, but it's in the shade Moonlit Halo, which is a limited edition product. And it's more of a, let me show you swatched. It has more of a purple pinkish tint to it. So I'm just going to place that just a little bit on top of the other one, just above the blush. And of course I'm not comfortable in wearing this much highlight if I'm going to work. I know some people are, but I'm not, so just so you know. Can you see? And that's new to my collection. I bought it like yeah, when did I buy it? I bought it like 1 week ago. Yeah, 1 week ago I bought it. Oh, I just need to wipe off the extra foundation on my skin. Then I always go in with a setting mist before I do my eyes, so I'm just going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And that's that bottle. But lucky me, I have a new one, so I'm just... I don't know about you, but I think my skin looks pretty flawless. And yeah, pretty good. I'm thinking about doing a pink look, so I want to use that shade there from the Makeup Forever palette that I own. And I also took out Morphe 35D. I haven't used this in a really long time, and I think I'm going to start out with some of the matte purple shades in my crease as a transition color. So I will try that. I haven't used this palette, as I said, and I should have probably gone in with a eye primer and maybe a another shade as my base, so it would be easier to blend this purple one. But hey. I will start with that, and I look hilarious. Since I'm going to have a quite strong purple shade on the lid, I think I'm actually going to take a smaller brush and just go in with a black color on the outer corners of my eye, so it's kind of like a black pink smoky eye. Do you want me to zoom in maybe? I'm not that comfortable sitting today, just because I have such pain in my back. But yeah, I'm going in with a matte black color and just in the outer corners, and to intensify a little bit. I believe when you haven't done a makeup look for a long time, you kind of lose your skills. So I'm pretty comfortable with doing like a green smoky eye and also a blue smoky eye, and also these warm burgundy tones. But it's been such a long time ago that I did purple and black that I'm getting a bit scared. But maybe this will look good in the end. I'm taking that same fluffy brush and just blend that out. I'm testing a more of a dark brown shade. So it's 3 weeks until my vacation. I'm going on vacation on the 27th of July. And we're leaving the country on the 30th of July. And that's pretty exciting. Just to blend that a bit. Oh, I like that color a lot. I'm mixing a shimmery color with a matte color. And I liked the color. And I seem to forget that I own this brush, because I don't know, this is the base shadow brush. I don't think it's packed enough for me to pack on shadow, and it has that shape, so I don't like it for packing on shadows on the lid or blending, but apparently this worked pretty good. Okay, I'm going to do a purple look. I just saw a really nice green shadow in the palette that I want to use, but I will use that another time. Then I'm taking that vibrant pink shade and I'm going to press that all over my lid. I'm taking that shade there and I'm going to try to blend that into the pink a bit, because it's a purple shade. I do like the crease, but I'm not a big fan of my lid right now. I think this color was pretty hard to work with. But it's pink. I'm going to try and find if I have any other pink shades in my collection. Maybe this Too Faced holiday palette will have some pinks in it. I have hardly used this. I'm trying. Yeah, that was much better. It's the party dress from the Too Faced. This was from a holiday collection a few years back. And it's that shade there. But this looks really pretty. I think I'm going to cut it out. On a smaller brush, I'm taking the dark purple under my eyes as well. Purple really brings out pink, I was about to say, no. Purple really brings out green in the eyes. But somehow my eyes seems to look the most green when I have blue eyeshadow on. Now I'm just adding some extra purples just to make it a little bit more blendable. And this is how it looks now. I think it will look a little bit better when I put on some mascara and some eyeliner. And for my eyeliner, I'm actually going to tightline. I'm going to tightline with this H&M pencil, which is the color Essence eye pencil in the shade Behind the Curtain. I'm just going to blend the edges a little bit more. Then as my inner corner highlight, I'm actually going to use a highlight that I rarely use on my face because it's pink and purpley toned. And it's from Makeup Revolution, and it's the highlight palette, and I'm going to use that shade there, which is a purple shade. And yeah, highlight my inner corners. Like that. And then I'm actually going to put some of it on the center of the lid. That was the inner corner highlight. Then I'm going to just put on some mascara, and today I'm going to use the Volume Million Lashes from L'Oreal. And the mascara is on, and I think I'm actually done. I'm pretty satisfied with the look. It's not something that I usually wear. Now you can see my eyes are pretty green. I do love the face though. I have to say that this Nude Glow foundation from Lumina, it's amazing. My skin looks really healthy, and my pores aren't that showing. I love this highlighter. Yeah, I love this look. So thank you for watching this video, and until I make another one, you guys please take care. Bye.